to my part 2 of my N7 helmet tutorial. This helmet right here. I like how it turned out. Hopefully you'll like part 2 of the tutorial. There's a few people, I got comments on my first tutorial that there was things that did not turn out as intended. For one thing, my sound quality. I ended up using my desktop computer, the microphone and camera on that one. The quality of the video was lesser than my video camera I'm using now, and also the sound quality was really bad. So a lot of people comment on that. I had also a comment on my intro for Ranger Graphics, how I combined 2 different intros into one. So I fixed that, separated them into 2 separate intros that I'll use depending on my mood. So I did change it like that. So hopefully you'll like this next video better. Again, it's on the N7 helmet. Really had a fun time doing it. That's really cool. And please like my video. Hopefully you'll like this one better than the last one, and I'll get some more views. Thank you very much. Okay, you see here I still have the back part of the helmet to do. Most of the helmet's done pretty much to my satisfaction at this point. I just got to add some details here, put the back piece on, and it's going to be looking pretty good. I'm really happy with how this turned out. Here, I always use barge cement for my gluing. Right now I'm working on some top part of the detailing. I always put a thin layer on first, and I use the heat gun to kind of like speed up the process of it. I saw that from watching Evil Ted Smith's video. These pieces here I grinded down. I don't have any thinner foam. I have the regular EVA floor mat foam, but I took this to my sander and I basically ground down about half. Okay, now I'm putting on the very back piece that connects the 2 sides together. Yeah, I'm really happy with this. I hate when I brain fart in the middle of trying to narrate here. Really happy with this piece. I tried to find some Pepakura files or any other templates so I can follow that to do this, but I couldn't find anything online. I'm sure there is some online, but I just couldn't find it. So I looked at and downloaded a lot of photos from Google search N7 helmet. Found a lot of real good ones that people made out there, and I used that to modify my current template that I had that I created by following Evil Ted Smith's helmet tutorial, where I use the styrofoam head with aluminum foil over it and duct tape over that, draw my design on it, cut it out, and there's my template. Even though Evil Ted Smith didn't use a styrofoam head, he had a cast made of his own head, but I don't have one made off my head. So I took the template that I had and I was able to modify it by looking at photos to create this. This is the 3rd version or incarnation of the helmet. The first one I'm not going to really show you here. It turned out pretty bad. Was completely unhappy with it. I didn't get past the initially connecting the sides to the top. It's in my garage right now. I'll probably use it for something else. Then the second version turned out pretty good. That's the one that if you see in my photos, that's the one that's covered with plasti dip in the back. You know, it's black. It looks pretty good here. And then this one is a 3rd version. I saw some things on the first one I figured I can improve on, so I changed the patterns and then came up with this version. I'm also going to do another one with the open face, so that way I'm going to have 3 helmets. Don't know what I'm going to do with 3 helmets, but I'll have 3 of these N7 helmets. Right now I'm getting ready to glue on the top piece of my helmet. The design, it's I've seen this on all the helmets I've seen online there. Maybe not quite like what I'm doing here, but it's close enough for my purposes. You got to be very careful and precise when you're placing anything on when you have all the glue on there, because if you place it in the wrong spot to start with, you can damage it trying to peeling it off, especially this piece here. Since I ground it down so thin, when I placed on the helmet, I placed one side of it was not where I wanted. I tried to peel it off to restick it where I wanted it, and it ripped. So I'm going to count that as battle damage. Yeah, right when I'm placing right there on top. See, that side was okay. That side, I just ripped. And you can see the rip a little bit, but it's going too fast. But you'll see it here in a second. Yep, right there. So I used Quick Seal to fill that up along with some of the other gaps. Now I'm putting on the back piece there. When I designed it, I didn't really figure how that was going to hook. If you look inside of my piece there, you'll see it's just kind of glued in strategic spots, and luckily it's hidden from view, so you can't see how really it doesn't fit too well. But once it's glued in those spots, it actually looks pretty good. Now eventually I might try to put in some LED lighting and all that. I haven't really messed with that, so I don't know exactly how that will work right at this point here. I've actually had this helmet done for a while. I had most of this tutorial done for a while, but I was having technical difficulties with my equipment. Like this narration here, I couldn't get it right, so hopefully this will turn out pretty good. Please like my video. This would be my third tutorial video, and if I get enough people like it, I'm going to definitely do more. I'm intending to do a tutorial video on the complete N7 armor. I actually started working on that. So hopefully I won't get discouraged because no one's watching my videos. I'm also going to put a little face shield in there. Don't know exactly what type yet. I had cut up a 2-liter bottle of 7-Up with the green tinted plastic there that I made glue in there. Well, there it is. Thank you very much. Like my video. Please comment. I can't make better videos unless people comment on what I'm doing.